Robert Stack, born Charles Langford Modini Stack on January 13, 1919, in Los Angeles, California, came from a family that reflected a blend of artistic and entrepreneurial spirit. His father was a successful advertising executive. His mother, Mary Elizabeth Wood Stack, was a vocalist and opera singer, instilling in him an early appreciation for the arts. Tragically, Stack's father passed away when he was just 9 months old, prompting his mother to raise him and his older brother James, primarily in Southern California. Stack spent formative years in Europe, acquiring fluency in French and Italian, a cosmopolitan education that would later enrich his worldly image. Despite his privileged background, Stack faced personal challenges, describing himself as a shy, socially awkward child. Sports became an outlet for him, and he excelled in competitive skeet shooting. By 16, he was a junior national champion, and in 1935, he set 2 world records. His exceptional marksmanship earned him a place in the National Skeet Shooting Hall of Fame, an early testament to his discipline and focus. Stack's striking good looks and polished demeanor drew the attention of Hollywood. He was signed by Universal Studios and debuted in 1939 opposite Deanna Durbin in the romantic comedy First Love, where their on-screen kiss became a landmark moment in cinematic history. He followed this with memorable roles in films like The Mortal Storm, 1940, a bold anti-Nazi narrative, and Ernst Lubitsch's satirical masterpiece, To Be or Not to Be, 1942. During World War II, Stack paused his burgeoning career to enlist in the United States Navy, serving as a gunnery officer and later an instructor in anti-aircraft gunnery. His service reinforced his public image as a disciplined and patriotic figure. Upon returning to Hollywood, Stack starred in The Bullfighter and the Lady, 1951, a film nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Story. However, his career reached its zenith with Douglas Sirk's Written on the Wind, 1956, where his portrayal of the alcoholic Kyle Hadley earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. This role demonstrated his ability to convey profound vulnerability, breaking away from the heroic archetype often associated with his earlier works. Stack transitioned to television in 1959, taking on the role of Eliot Ness in The Untouchables. The series, running until 1963, became a cultural phenomenon, earning Stack an Emmy Award in 1960. As Ness, he embodied an unyielding federal agent in the fight against organized crime, redefining portrayals of law enforcement in media. In the 1980s, Stack reinvented himself with self-parody in the hit comedy Airplane, 1980, where he lampooned his tough guy persona. His comedic timing and willingness to embrace humor revitalized his career. From 1987 to 2002, Stack hosted the pioneering series Unsolved Mysteries, delving into true crime, paranormal phenomena, and cold cases. His gravitas, underscored by his commanding baritone, made him the perfect narrator, and the series' success solidified his status as a beloved television personality. In 1956, Stack married actress Rosemarie Beau, with whom he had 2 children, Elizabeth and Charles. Their marriage, enduring nearly 5 decades, stood as a rarity in Hollywood. Stack was also an avid collector of firearms and actively supported veterans organizations. In the late 1990s, Stack was diagnosed with prostate cancer, a battle he faced with characteristic stoicism. He continued working, appearing in guest roles on television and in films, including the 2001 movie Recess School's Out. On May 14, 2003, Stack passed away from cardiac arrest at his home in Beverly Hills, California. He was cremated, and his ashes were interred at Westwood Village Memorial Park Cemetery in Los Angeles. With a career spanning over 6 decades, his work ranged from romantic dramas to hard-hitting crime series and comedic parodies. His Hollywood Walk of Fame star and enduring cultural resonance through Unsolved Mysteries reflect a legacy of versatility, professionalism, and lasting impact. Love hearing about iconic stars who have passed away? Subscribe at Evergreen Token now for captivating mini bios of legendary late celebrities and breaking celebrity death shorts celebrating their remarkable lives.